It's 30,000 years ago. A wild wolf is watching you from the dark, just past the firelight. It isn't creeping closer to attack. It's here to make a choice no animal had ever made before. You freeze. It doesn't run. For one long moment, two hunters simply breathe in the cold together. Tonight, the most unlikely friendship in the history of life on Earth is about to begin. And by the end, you'll see exactly where that friendship is right now, curled up and fast asleep. That wolf is starving too. The same brutal winter that hunts you is hunting it, night after freezing night. This is Knock, and that wolf in the dark. In a few thousand years, its family will become Ash. But right now they are not friends. They are two hungry predators, sharing one cold and dangerous night. Two survivors, staring across the dark, each wondering if the other is a threat or a chance. Wherever humans camped, they left something behind: scraps, bones, warmth. To a wolf, that was a feast. And you fear it too. A hungry pack could carry off a child. This trust would have to grow from both sides. For a wolf, following humans was a gamble. Come too close, and a spear could end you in a heartbeat. Most wolves were terrified of people and ran. But a few, the calmer ones, dared to come a little closer. And the wolves brave enough to stay near the fire ate better and lived longer than the ones who feared us. Slowly, the boldest wolves began to shadow the hunters, trailing them for scraps across the open plains. It may not have happened just once. In more than one corner of the ancient world, wolves and humans drifted together. Nobody sat down and decided to tame a wolf. The friendliest wolves quietly tamed themselves. Generation after generation, the gentlest ones stayed closest and passed their gentleness on. The wolves that could read a human face, a smile, a raised hand, were the ones invited to stay. And somewhere in all those years, a wolf looked at a human across the flames, and neither one ran. On the coldest nights, a wolf's body pressed against yours could be the warmth that kept you alive. The wolves gave something back. Their ears caught danger in the dark long before any human could. A wolf's warning in the night could mean the difference between waking up and never waking up at all. A human sleeps deaf and blind in the dark. Beside a wolf, for the very first time, you could truly rest. By day, they helped the hunt. Faster, sharper nosed, tireless. Two species suddenly hunting as one. A wolf could smell prey a mile away and run it down for hours. Together, no one went hungry as often. Humans gave food and warmth. Wolves gave protection and the hunt. It was the first alliance of its kind. Some began to guard the little ones while the adults were away, gentle with the children, fierce with any threat. A mother could leave her child by the fire and trust a wolf to watch over it. That trust was brand new on Earth. And here's the strange, beautiful part. When you breed an animal only to be friendly, its whole body changes too. Scientists proved it with foxes. Choose only the kindest, and you get floppy ears, curly tails, and puppy faces. That fox experiment ran for 60 years. And the softening happened shockingly fast in just a handful of generations. The friendly ones carried less fear inside, and less fear quietly reshaped their bodies as they grew. That soft, cute face your dog makes, it is literally the shape of friendliness, grown over thousands of years. The wolf grew rounder, softer, and sweeter until one day, it wasn't quite a wolf anymore. Their eyes grew wider, and they learned that look, the one that melts you, and they saved it just for us. Dogs became the only animal on Earth that understands a simple pointing finger. They learned to read our minds. They never quite grew up. They kept a pup's playfulness their whole lives, just to keep us close. And then one night, a pup did something its wild ancestors never would. It chose the fire over the pack. This is how Ash begins. Not captured, not tamed, simply choosing to stay beside a human he trusted. Knock didn't chain him. He just set down a little food, sat back, and waited. And Ash stayed. For the first time, a wild predator slept beside a human, not as prey, not as a threat, but as family. Children grew up with them. Pups grew up with us. And slowly, wolf and human learned to love each other. The first time a pup licked a child's face and the child laughed instead of screamed, something changed forever. And the first dog to run and wag its tail at a returning human invented a greeting no wild animal had ever made. And the day a human first gave a wolf a name was the day it stopped being an animal and became someone. A name meant this one mattered, not just a wolf, his wolf. And to the wolf, this was his human. And when a dog looks into your eyes, something incredible happens. Both of your brains release the very same hormone. The same bonding hormone a mother feels holding her newborn. To a dog, you're family, right down to the chemistry. Then archaeologists found something that stopped them cold. A puppy buried with two humans 14,000 years ago. The puppy had been sick for weeks, far too young and weak to ever hunt, or guard, or be useful. It couldn't hunt. It couldn't guard. By every cold measure of survival, this little animal was worth nothing. Its bones showed a sickness that should have killed it in days. It lived for weeks because someone refused to let go. And yet, someone cared for it anyway. Fed it, kept it warm, held it through the long, cold nights. For weeks they carried it, cleaned it, and sat up with it, an animal that could give them nothing back. When it died, they didn't leave it behind. They buried it beside them, the way you bury someone you love. A man, a woman, and their little dog laid to rest together, so none of them would be alone, even in death. That little grave is the oldest proof of something huge. We didn't keep dogs because they were useful. We kept them because we loved them. Tonight, a dog is asleep at the foot of a bed, paws twitching, dreaming, completely and totally safe. The fire got smaller. The cave became a house. But the deal you made with that wolf has not changed at all. That wet nose that wakes you. That tail that loses its mind when you come home. That is 30,000 years of loyalty. A dog still waits by the door for hours, just to hear your footsteps. That waiting is older than farming itself. A dog still presses close when you cry, without knowing why. It just knows its human is hurting. A dog will wait by a door or a grave long after you are gone. That is loyalty that asks for nothing back. Today they guide the blind, guard our homes, and find us in the snow, still keeping their end of a very old promise. Before farms, before villages, before a single word was ever written down, a wolf chose our fire, and we chose it back. Some scientists even believe we might not have survived the Ice Age at all, without them running at our side. Every dog alive, from the tiniest lapdog to the largest hound, is a wolf that once chose to trust a human. We gave them a place beside our fire. They gave us the first love our species ever received from another. We didn't just tame a wolf. A wolf and a human reached across the dark and decided to trust and never let go. Dogs are the oldest friendship on Earth. The first time our species ever loved another and was loved back. For 30,000 years, in every land, by every fire, a human and a dog have chosen each other again and again. Same fire, same trust, same wet nose in the morning, same loyal friend, same human, different world. If Ash would have chosen your fire, leave a paw in the comments and tell me your dog's name. And before dogs, before all of this, where did we even come from? That story is next. Stay warm.